Been arrested in anti-austerity protests in Tunisia. The demonstrations are being held in over 20 cities, including the capital, Tunis. The protesters are angry about the government's planned price and tax hikes, with the opposition calling for the 2018 budget to be scrapped. Natasha Ghanem reports.
It's the economy, just as it was in Tunisia during the revolution that spawned the Arab Spring in 2011. Tunisians are looking at their circumstances and saying enough. Although this time they're also saying not much has changed since they succeeded in bringing democracy to their country.
It's been 7 years since 2011 and the government didn't do anything for us, so it's natural to protest. I think the demonstrations will be bigger than before because of these major price increases. People are no longer accepting this high cost of living, and that is contributing to the protests throughout the country. Poor people like me can no longer bear the burden of these high prices.
There have been protests across Tunisia. At least one man has been killed, although there are conflicting reports about the cause. Dozens have been injured, including police officers.
What happened yesterday is a violation of the law, since the state of emergency has been declared in Tunisia. These protests are the results of operations that aim to revive the unrest on social media.
But protesters say they have only to look at their wallets to be reminded of how they're struggling to afford basic necessities. Anger has been bubbling since the government introduced austerity measures on January 1st. The government raised the price of fuel and taxes on many items in an attempt to reduce the annual deficit.
The violence we witnessed yesterday, the vandalism of the stores and the private property, we obviously don't accept it. However, it can be seen as a natural result of the starvation and the impoverishment of the Tunisian people for years.
While Tunisia has been heralded as the one success story of the Arab Spring, 9 governments have been unable to ease the economic concerns that have driven protesters onto the streets. People have vowed to continue demonstrating until the austerity measures are lifted. Natasha Ghanem, Al Jazeera.
Protests continuing as well.